Morning. So Brother Chris had asked me to speak about what God had been doing in my life. So Courtney and I have been coming to church here for a while. Sunday morning, weren't really involved in anything else. But I knew we needed to be more involved. So I signed up for security, thinking that wouldn't draw any kind of attention to me. But I still knew I needed to be more involved, but I just continued to do what I'd been doing, and we were still just coming on Sunday. Well, one Sunday afternoon, a little over a year ago, I was over at my buddy's house at a shooting range, and Courtney texted me at about 5:15 and told me we were supposed to be at Jeff High's house at 5:30 for small group. Well, I was 10 minutes from home, and this was the first I'd heard about it. I didn't have any idea what it was. So I tried talking Courtney out of going. I didn't have time to take a shower. But really, I only decided to go because I was afraid nobody else would show up. And but now I'm glad we went. We go every Sunday. We look forward to it every Sunday. We've got 15 to 20 people who show up on a regular basis who weren't involved in Sunday night church before that. And we've also become involved in Sunday school and other things now. I've never been one to really talk about my faith or feelings, but I have a friend who's not a Christian. And I'd wanted to talk to him, but I didn't want to mess up our relationship. Well, several months ago, I come across a Lee Strobel video on YouTube I wanted him to see. So instead of sending it to him, I sent it to his wife because she is a Christian. And a few nights later, he called asking some pretty deep questions that I didn't have answers to. So I talked to Chris Bell, and I relayed his answers to my friend. And that made me realize I needed to learn more about the Bible myself. So my friend decided his best option was to read the Bible himself from cover to cover. So his wife and I decided we would do the same so we could discuss things as we went. So we're in the process of that now, and he's come a long way from where he started. When Brother Chris contacted me, I was afraid he was going to ask me to speak, and honestly, I'd planned on declining before he even asked. I told a couple people I was going to decline. But once he asked me, I knew that God wouldn't have had him to ask me if I wasn't supposed to speak. One of the small group sessions we've done was called Not a Fan. It talked about whether you were a fan of Christ or a follower. And honestly, I've probably been a fan for as long as I can remember, but I'm trying to do better about being a follower, and that's why I'm standing here. So I just want to challenge everyone to be a follower of Christ and not just a fan. Thank you.